All right, today we are diving deep into the xMoney token. You might know it as XMN. If you've ever found yourself wondering how all this complex crypto stuff could actually plug into your daily life, your daily spending, then you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it. I mean, it seems like such a simple question, doesn't it? We've got this incredible, futuristic digital tech, but for most of us, using it to buy something simple, well, it still feels a million miles away. There's this massive gap between owning a digital asset and actually using it in the real world. And that exact gap, that's the problem projects like xMoney are trying to solve. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll tackle that core challenge. Then we'll introduce the xMoney platform and its token. After that, we'll explore what you can actually do with it, take a much-needed reality check on the risks involved, and finally, zoom out to look at the bigger picture. Okay, so let's really dig into that fundamental problem. How do we connect our digital wallets to the real-world economy? Why is it still so tricky? Well, let's just lay it out. On one side, you've got your traditional payments. Tapping a card is second nature now. It's simple, it's fast, and pretty much every shop takes it. But on the other side, crypto payments can feel, well, complex. You've got those long, complicated wallet addresses, transaction times that can vary, and not every merchant is on board yet. It's a classic user experience problem that's just begging to be solved. So how do you even begin to build a bridge over that gap? This brings us right to the core idea behind the xMoney platform itself. At its heart, xMoney is basically designed to be that bridge. Think of it as an ecosystem where the old financial tools, your credit card, your regular government money or fiat, can just seamlessly work together with cryptocurrencies. The whole goal is to have one single platform that just erases the friction between those two worlds. But how do you actually interact with this whole system? Well, that's where the XMN token comes into play. Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like an access key. It's not just some coin you trade back and forth. It's the literal key that unlocks all the features and goodies of the entire xMoney ecosystem. And hey, if XMN is the key that gets you in the door, it's also the fuel that keeps the engine running. It powers everything from the payment tools for businesses to the special perks for users. The token is woven into pretty much every single function on the platform. Without it, the whole system just doesn't work. So we know it's a key and it's the fuel, but what does that actually mean for you? What can you really do with this thing? Let's get practical. This is where you see the real utility. When you hold or use XMN, you get actual, tangible benefits, like paying lower transaction fees. You can also stake it, which is just a fancy way of saying you lock up your tokens for a bit to help support the network, and in return, you earn rewards. On top of that, you get a say in the platform's future through voting, and you can unlock perks like loyalty programs and even cashback. And this quote highlights something absolutely crucial. The token's value isn't supposed to be about speculation or just hype. It's tied directly to how much it's used inside a real live payment system that actual people and businesses are using. So how do you get started? For anyone who's been in the crypto space for a bit, it's pretty straightforward. You'd find an exchange that lists XMN, buy some, and then move it to your own personal wallet so you have full control. From there, you can start using it inside the ecosystem for all those benefits we just talked about. Staking, getting fee discounts, you name it. Okay, but with any project in this space, it's so important to keep a balanced view. No explainer would be complete if we didn't pause for a quick reality check on the potential risks and things you need to consider. So what are the big things to keep in mind? First, the token's value is pretty much directly tied to the success of the xMoney platform itself. If the platform doesn't do well, the token probably won't either. Also, its main benefits are all inside that ecosystem. And like any crypto, its price can be super volatile. Plus, any company dealing with payments on a global scale is going to face regulatory hurdles, and let's be honest, there's a ton of competition out there. This quote just nails it. It really sums everything up perfectly. The long-term strength of any utility token isn't about the grand promises it makes for the future. It's all about what people are actually using it for, right here, right now. It all comes down to real-world adoption and use. Okay, so with all that in mind, let's zoom out. What does a model like this really mean for the crypto world as a whole? Because this is about way more than just one platform. The xMoney isn't just playing in one sandbox. It's sitting right at the intersection of three pretty huge worlds. It's got a foot in traditional finance by working with cards and fiat. It's deep in the blockchain world with its token and staking. And it's also serving the business world by giving merchants a real way to accept crypto payments. And that intersection, that's what's really important here. This kind of model gives us a glimpse into a potential future for crypto. It's about a shift in focus, moving away from just pure speculation and toward creating digital assets that have a clear, defined purpose in our day-to-day lives. Ultimately, it all leaves us with one massive question. Are these kinds of integrated platforms, powered by real utility tokens, the key to finally letting us buy that cup of coffee with crypto? Only time and adoption will really tell, but it's definitely a fascinating look at what the future of payments might just hold.